What is the truth about men's rights in India? Are men really being protected by the Indian law? Hello everyone, Namaskar and welcome once again. So in today's important episode we will be discussing all things men's rights and also we are going to discuss about the recent Atul Subhash case जो बहुत बुरा हुआ, really bad. Let's start. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you. So because of my semester exams, half of my Christmas went into studying and also I was unable to make videos and episodes for 3 weeks. But yes, I managed some time to create the Christmas special episode and some shorts. So yes, welcome back. 2024 taught me many new things like resilience, being patient, being mindful, being godly, etc. And I hope that 2025 will be a better year.
Manmohan Singh, who was the former Prime Minister of India and Financial Minister, passed away recently. So yes, he was a really great visionary leader. Rest in peace, sir.
So recently, the Atul Subhash case is being viral all over social media and we should be discussing about it. So I will explain. Atul Subhash, a 34-year-old techie based in Bangalore. He was mainly from Uttar Pradesh. So on December 9th, 2024, he committed suicide. And he had written a 24-page suicide note and a 1.5-hour video detailing his struggles. He spoke about his battles with systemic issues, false accusations to over 9 cases registered by his wife and personal challenges within his marriage.
हेलो वर्ल्ड, मेरा नाम अतुल सुभाष है। मैं तकरीबन 34 साल का हूँ, बैंगलोर में रहता हूँ। आज मैं सुसाइड कमिट करने जा रहा हूँ क्योंकि जो मैं पैसे कमा रहा हूँ उसी से मैं अपने दुश्मन को बलवान बना रहा हूँ। वही पैसे मेरे ही मुझे ही बर्बाद करने के लिए यूज हैं और ये साइकिल बढ़ता ही रहेगा। अगर इतने सारी चीजें, एविडेंस और सब कुछ होने के बाद भी अगर कोर्ट ये जज और मेरे बाकी के हरासर्स को पनिशमेंट नहीं देती है और बरी कर देती है तो मेरा जो अस्थि है वहीं कोर्ट के बाहर किसी गटर में बहा देना चाहिए ताकि मैं ये जान जाऊं हमेशा के लिए मैं ये अपना लेसन सीखता रहूं कि इस देश में क्या वैल्यू है एक लाइफ की।
Also he told that his wife had a K-drama obsession and he stated, उसने बोला कि सुसाइड नोट में कि मेरी वाइफ दिन भर रोमांटिक K-ड्रामास देखती थी और इनका एक्सपेक्टेशन था कि मैं कोरियन आदमी जैसा बन जाऊं पर मैं इंडियन आदमी हूं और मैं ऐसा ही ठीक हूं। थैंक यू।
कोरियन ड्रामा देखती, कोरियन रोमांटिक ड्रामा, इनका एक्सपेक्टेशन था कि मैं कोरियन आदमी जैसा हो जाऊं। मैं इंडियन आदमी हूँ और मैं ऐसे ही ठीक हूँ। थैंक यू। मुझे कोरियन आदमी नहीं बनना, काम धाम भी करने होते हैं आदमी को, जिंदगी मूवी नहीं।
He stated that he doesn't want to be the K-drama guy. He wants to be an Indian guy. And I obviously stand with Atul. And like it's natural. K-drama portrays a really unrealistic standard. बहुत unrealistic चीजें होती है जैसे कि perfect man, perfect रिश्ता जो कि असली जिंदगी में नहीं होता है. In real life there are lots of hurdles and challenges. Even in Korea itself, even in these lives of K-drama celebrities, their lives are not at all perfect. In fact, in India, the relationships is much better than in Korea. In Korea, it's really worst. The amount of racism, partiality, bigotry, it is in Korea. It's not much in any other country. So please understand, people who love K-dramas, I myself love K-drama, C-drama and K-pop, but we have to be creating a difference. हमें फर्क समझना चाहिए between reality and fantasy. Else there will be problems. Now, his wife had charged a huge amount of alimony, roughly 3 crores per year, which I think is huge. His wife Nikita Singhania, like Atul blamed his wife for like harassment and extortion. So Atul Subhash's wife like did false charges and he didn't have enough money to give alimony to his wife, which is really problematic. And there is a huge discussion on laws which are misused by women. See, the Indian laws are catered towards women so much that it is not at all talk about men. Rape, it happens by men. Domestic violence, men only do. But they really overlook. Even Supreme Court has warned against this misuse of laws. We have to understand, हमें समझना चाहिए कि even औरतें laws को misuse कर सकती है. Even women can misuse the laws. And these cases, unlike the cases done against women, go unnoticed. रिसेंटली 2018 या 19 में एक लड़का पंजाब में कुछ पार्किंग का इश्यू हुआ एक लड़की के साथ, तो लड़की ने इतनी बड़ी झगड़ा और केस फाइल किया कि उसको जेल में जाना पड़ा और उसको थोड़े 4-5 साल के बाद बेल देनी पड़ी.
Many such cases are being increasing day by day, but thankfully they are getting noticed. Another case of false accusations against a Delhi bakery owner has come, guys.
So this is really problematic. Women are innocent until proven guilty, but men are guilty until proven innocent, and this is a huge problem. ये बड़ी समस्याएं है हमारे भारतीय समाज में. So they are primarily designed to protect women laws because of the historical issues, and naturally because men do much of the violence acts. So Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005 says that it provides a broad definition of domestic violence, including physical, emotional, sexual, etc. But there are concerns. So yes, such laws protect women, and there are many feminists like Awkward Goat named Divija Bhasin and Kangana Ranaut, which I didn't expect to be so much woke, and even a model from Punjab criticizing them that they should have been taking therapy or they should be taking care or even be a feminist, and alimony issues, which I think are pointless here.
A lot of men want women to talk about the recent Atul Subhash case, not because they feel strongly about men's mental health or men's rights, but because they want to discredit feminism. Feminism is about fighting patriarchy, the same patriarchy that makes lawmakers protect women. Why does the concept of alimony exist? It's to protect a financially weaker group of people, which is usually women.
Now, I think that she is partially right, because the Red Pill activists do demonize women, but her caption and certain expressions and sayings are misleading.
I just have one thing to say to you. Not all women, okay?
और शौक में भी है, क्योंकि एक बहुत ही नौजवान और उनका जो वीडियो है वो दिल दहला देने वाला है. करोड़ों रुपए की एक्सटॉर्शन उससे की जा रही थी, जो कि उसकी कैपेसिटी से भी बहुत बाहर थी. तो इसमें तो कोई कहने वाली ही बात नहीं है कि ये सब चीजें निंदनीय हैं, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. एक गलत महिला का हम उदाहरण लेकर जितनी महिलाओं को हर दिन प्रताड़ित किया जा रहा है, हम उसे नहीं झुठला सकते और ये नहीं कह सकते. हमेशा 99% जो है मैरिजेस में पुरुषों का ही दोष होता है, इसीलिए ऐसी गलतियां भी हो जाती है.
उनकी फ्रस्ट्रेशन का लेवल देखिए किस लेवल पे है. वो 24 पन्ने का उन्होंने नोट बनाया और इतना ही वो पैसों की बात कर रहे हैं, तो थोड़े पैसे साइकियाट्रिस्ट पे, साइकोलॉजिस्ट पे खर्च कर देते.
The issue of women's rights is pointless here. Feminism is pointless and it's being excessively used here. So yes, though your intentions might be good, these points are irrelevant and misfeminist. The laws are protecting women and they are excessively protecting women.
I fully acknowledge and feel really bad for the rape cases and violences which happen against women. India is not safe for both men and women.
Many feminists now demonize these men's rights, but at the same time they will say that gay men should have rights to express themselves, or if a man likes to cook, wears makeup, or expresses his emotions. But now Atul Subhash is expressing his emotions and many feminists are demonizing it. So where is their inclusivity gone? See, men are humans just like women. Yes, they experience things differently than women. अलग होते हैं औरतों से, but उनको भी एक जिंदगी होती है, उनके भी emotions होते हैं. Women should stop bashing men out and instead they should be supporting men, and even men should be respecting women. Then only there will be a flourishing of families and societies. Men's mental health should be addressed and should be talked about. Remember that men are also humans and we should be supporting men's rights. This does not mean to be like that Giga Chad or the Andrew Tate type. Society को औरत मर्द दोनों की जरूरत है. It needs both men and women to thrive, else society will not thrive. Men and women should learn to respect each other. So yes, there should be a fair justice system where both men and women should have equal laws, equal penalty laws. We should not check the gender, but we should check what deeds he or she has done. His wife demanding huge expectations is problematic. Men are humans too, so there should be boundaries of expectations. Divorce has literally become a business, and I think this is problematic. Marriage should be a committed relationship between one man and one woman exclusively, and if that is destroyed, then the society will collapse. We should be stopping normalization of divorce and instead start normalizing healthy marriages. 7 जन्मों का रिश्ता होता है शादी, and there should be boundaries also.
It's great that many people are standing up for men's rights.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode. We have to understand that justice is needed for men, and we should be advocating for men's rights. Obviously, we cannot support basic rights, but we should be at least creating laws to protect men, and we should be celebrating Men's Day like Women's Day. Jai Hind. Bye.